Hey guys, we are just at 15 days, just about at the 2-week mark. Okay, after some deep investigating on my comment section yesterday, I realized a couple things. All right, I realized number one, a lot of people just aren't going to vote. Okay, that's sad. The only thing I have to say about that is those are probably the people that lost faith in our union a long time ago. Okay, am I saying they're doing the right thing by not utilizing their right to vote? No, it's absolutely wrong. However, they've given up faith on the union, and in return, they feel as if the union has not provided for them. At least that's what I'm thinking. In order to encourage those people to vote, will take extreme resources and motivation from us. So unless you're willing to take up that battle, there's 15 days left. If they have not been encouraged thus far to vote, they're not going to vote. One comment in particular really caught me by this guy said that 7 people in his office threw away their ballots. Like, that's nuts. Like, to take the energy and effort to throw away the ballot, right? You could have literally opened it, voted, send it back with the same amount of energy, right? So let's say that, I don't know, let's say 30,000 votes get neglected. It doesn't matter, but it does, right? But I'm saying it doesn't matter because if those are the people that don't vote, those are the people that don't vote, okay? Don't forget, retirees cannot vote, okay? So a big bulk of the old brotherhood that vote in local installation branch meetings, they're not going to vote on the contract, okay? So that leaves a divide between the people that are voting yes and the people that are voting no. And it's as simple as having a majority, right? I mean, any one person that didn't vote last time that votes this time helps us if they vote no. If they vote yes, it doesn't help us. But the bigger issue is, why are people not wanting to utilize that right to vote, right? So that's some work that needs to be done. Some digging into the reasoning behind these folks. It's not going to happen that one person magically sways the opinions of the masses, right? In a perfect world, that may happen if you have a great motivator or a great inspirational speaker. But the majority of people, as I'm seeing, something underlying is extremely wrong. And until you speak to these people one-on-one, okay, get real personal with them, you're not going to understand why. That's something that happens at the local level, okay? That's these branch presidents, that the branch presidents are failing their rank and file, okay? I always say, when you go to these meetings, you got shop stewards and executive council members at the meetings. You don't have rank and file. So what I'm getting is the rank and file is totally disconnected from the union, okay? So what I would do is offer some type of unifying events throughout the year. As much people don't attend those, there are those who do. But ultimately, the big picture is, why is there a disconnection between the union and the people that the union represent, okay? So I hate to do it, but it's going back to you shop stewards, all right? You shop stewards are the first line of interaction that the rank and file has with the union. Sometimes it's the only interaction that they have with the union. Now, I get it. You guys are overworked. That's 100% true. And you guys are underpaid, okay? And sometimes, you're taken advantage of. However, when you are representing 40, 50, 60 people, you have to put that face on for those people. You have to be the ear for them to bend. You have to answer their questions to the best of their ability. Because if they have a bad experience with their shop steward, their local union representative, they're only going to have a bad taste in their mouth, okay? Now, shop steward is a tough job, okay? Quite frankly, it's probably the toughest job in our union. And like I said, it's the one with the least respect, right? Because, not only are you the first person in line for that union member to see who represents them, you're also the first person to get talked trash to when something doesn't go in their favor. All right. So there's a big disconnection, right? So what I would like to do is somehow create a forum, you know, or a safe space where the negative naysayers can speak, because I get it. You know, my little thing I got here on YouTube, it's amazing. If you guys notice, I don't push away anyone that offers a dissenting opinion towards what I do here, because ultimately we're a union, okay? And if I was not to hear the other side of a question, then I am in turn just like what I'm fighting against, right? So I think that the other side needs to be heard, right? The minority opinion needs to be heard, and they need to be reasoned out, because ultimately those are our brothers and sisters, and something is affecting them gravely. If we really think about it, they're not using their right to vote. They're not using their voice in the moment to change something that affects them greatly, and they're choosing to ignore it and go with the status quo, go with the flow. And so if we don't speak to people and we don't really see what's going on, you know, I hate to say things won't change, because as a union we need numbers. We need a vast majority of people to lean either one way or the other, okay? So again, unity is unifying each other. And what does that mean to me? That means to me, you know, just being that voice, being that person, being that light in the office when everyone else is in a negative mood, and just saying, hey, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I hope you have a great day. You need help with this, you need help with that. And you know, those little bits of happiness, right? Of positivity can actually change someone's day and change their outlook towards whatever they're going through. And I think that's what it starts with, you know, because at the end of the day, we're all emotional beings, all right? And, you know, the more that we help each other, the more that we feel like each other has our back. And that's the whole point of the union. So, yeah, guys, a lot of people are not going to vote. Why they're not going to vote, it's got to be something deep and personal. And, you know, maybe we don't get that out this contract. But ultimately, that has to be a huge goal of any union, to heal the wounds of the past rank and file members, okay? Because if someone's been dogged down for 10 years, they're not gonna heal in 2 years. You know, if it takes 10 years to walk into the forest, it's gonna take 10 years to walk out. Anyway, guys, that's what I got. Remember, 15 days from today, your ballot will be counted, and that opens the next stage of our development. I'm eagerly excited for what comes next. Either way, whether it's accepted or rejected, you know, unfortunately, we're still going to be here. I don't see a mass exodus of a union, nor do I encourage that. I don't encourage anyone to leave the union, for that matter. If you have a bad taste in your mouth, you know, be the reason of why this union has to change, okay? Start to fight. You can be that shop steward that I'm talking about, that is overlooked, okay? The shop stewards whose job is so tough, maybe you can try to fill their shoes for a season or two, you know. But ultimately, the change starts with us, okay? And the people in my comment section, I do read every comment. Believe you me, I do. So don't think that you're neglected, all right? I'm just like you. I'm a person, and I feel the same emotions you do, okay? So just try to encourage someone else, and keep fighting the good fight, because remember, you know, this is our fight, all right? This is our time, okay? It's time for our union to step up, and most importantly, you are the union, all right, guys? Until next time, I'm here, you'll be there, and I'm looking forward to speaking to you guys real soon.